Good evening, welcome. My name is Harriet Elizabeth Hills, and I was raised right here in Turner, Illinois, in a house that was built by my father. Now, my mother's family had come to United States, well, it was even before the United States had been founded. My father, Albert, came to New York as a young man from Betherston, Kent, England. He arrived with his family in 1849, the very year that this community was founded 175 years ago. My father and his family were part of a group of English settlers that spread from Oneida and Herkimer counties in New York all the way west to Kane and DuPage counties in Illinois. And these families included ours, the Hills, as well as the Patton, Evenden, Allison, Avard, and Booth families, some of whom are also at rest here in Oakwood Cemetery. I was born in 1871, and I was unusual for a woman of my time because I was a career woman. Let me ask, do any of you commute to Chicago or have commuted to Chicago for your job? Anybody? Okay, a couple of you. And a lady over here now this is perfectly normal for you today, right? Well, in my time, as I said, I was unusual. Now, even though I only attended 2 years of high school at Turner School, I was successfully employed as a secretary for an architect firm early in my career. Then in 1912, I was asked to do a short 6-month contract with the University Club of Chicago. And that 6 months turned into 34 years. I absolutely loved my job. I was surrounded by literature and the arts, the core mission of the University Club. And I believe that helped shape me into the woman I became, and was perhaps the reason that I worked there until I was 75 years old. And my sister Helen and I were active in our community of West Chicago. In fact, we were 2 of the founding members of the West Chicago Women's Club. Now, I think that the love and appreciation of literature that I experienced working at the University Club is what led me to realize that our town needed a library. So I started collecting books and storing them in orange crates at City Hall, which is the very same building that today houses your city museum. I engaged the ladies of the Women's Club, and over time we collected nearly 6,000 books. And the ladies worked and volunteered their time to organize the library and to help people to check books out of the library. And now, when I say library, I'm using that term very loosely because they were books in orange crates at City Hall. But in 1934, the city formed a library board and began collecting a library maintenance tax. The Women's Club voted to give all our collection of books to the city, and we were acknowledged, and if I may say, I in particular was acknowledged in the local paper for our work in starting and organizing the library. The newspaper article read, "Too much credit cannot be given the Women's Club as a whole, and very especially Miss Harriet Hills, for what they have given the city in this library. Miss Hills was tireless in the work of starting the project, cataloging all the books, and installing a filing system." Well, that was then, and this is now. I passed away at the age of 76 on January 21st, 1948. And my obituary recalled my devotion to the library, suggesting that if the city were ever to get its own library, that it should be named after me. Well, that part of the obituary read, "If and when this city realizes its dream of a library building of its own, it is only fitting that it be named the Harriet E. Hills Memorial Library, for it was she, in fact, who founded it. And it's called the West Chicago Public Library now.